Not so long ago, pharmaceutical marketing was all about the medical representative. Or Mester, you'd spot them with a heavy briefcase, packed with brochures, visual aids, and free samples. But their real tool was a warm, persistent smile. The MR's job? Build relationships, be the friendly face in doctors' clinics. Success was measured in face-to-face meetings, relying on repetition and rapport. Mrs. waited hours for a few minutes with the doctor, detailing the latest drug, answering questions, and flipping through visual aids. This personal connection was the industry's foundation. Doctors who trusted their MR remembered their brand when prescribing. For decades, this model worked. More visits meant more prescriptions. Companies invested in training, print materials, and territory planning. The MR was more than a salesperson. They were a trusted source, a supplier, sometimes even a friend. The briefcase became a symbol of this relationship-driven era. In a world with fewer communication channels, face-to-face meetings were king. The cycle was predictable. Visit, detail, sample, remind, repeat. This rhythm built careers and pharmaceutical giants. It was a world where a handshake and a well-rehearsed pitch defined success. But the ground shifted. Doctors became busier. Time poverty set in. Waiting rooms grew crowded, and staff became gatekeepers. Meanwhile, the internet brought a flood of medical information. Doctors no longer relied on MRs for updates. They accessed journals and webinars online. The MR's role as the main information provider faded. Then, COVID-19 hit. Clinics closed, visits stopped, and the briefcase gathered dust. The pandemic exposed the fragility of a single-channel strategy. Companies relying only on field force lost access to doctors overnight. The cracks in the old model became a chasm. It was clear. The industry needed a new, resilient, digitally enabled approach. The era of physical presence alone was over. The search for a new formula began. Pharma had to adapt, or risk being left behind. Two terms emerged: multi-channel and omnichannel. Imagine multi-channel as a supermarket you can shop in-store, online, or click and collect, but each experience is separate. In pharma, this means MR visits, emails, and webinars, but each channel works in a silo. The MR might not know you just attended a webinar. The email team doesn't know what was discussed in person. It's like getting a bread coupon after you just bought bread. Now, omnichannel is like having a personal shopper. They know your preferences, history, and connect every interaction. If you browse shoes online, you get a text when a similar pair arrives in store. Every touchpoint is connected, a seamless, personalized journey. In pharma, omnichannel puts the doctor at the center. The MR's visit is informed by the doctor's digital activity. If a doctor read about a side effect online, the MR addresses it in person. Webinar invites are followed up with personalized messages. Every interaction is part of a single, ongoing conversation. It's about the right channel, right time, right message. For time-poor doctors, this creates real value. Omnichannel is the future of meaningful engagement. To make omnichannel work, pharma needed new tools. The briefcase was replaced by a digital toolkit, tablets, laptops, and interactive e-detailing. Mrs. now tailor presentations on the spot, pulling up videos, animations, and the latest studies instantly. Communication shifted to targeted emails and secure messaging. Not spam, but real value. For example, a cardiologist gets a summary of new research, or a diabetologist is invited to a global webinar. These are relevant, respectful, and support ongoing education. The real engine is the CRM, Customer Relationship Management System. Every interaction, visit, email, webinar, article is logged. The CRM creates a 360-degree view of each doctor, turning data into intelligence. It reveals preferences. Does Dr. Sharma prefer videos? Does Dr. Verma engage after 8 p.m.? This intelligence guides Mrs. and marketing, orchestrating a personalized journey. The CRM ensures every interaction is smarter and more effective. The personal shopper, not the supermarket, is now in charge. Let's see this in action with the launch of Diaba Control. The company uses a three-phase omnichannel strategy: digital, phygital, and physical. First, a digital campaign targets key doctors with teaser videos and exclusive webinar invites. Next, MSs use CRM data to follow up. No cold calls, just informed conversations. If a doctor attended the webinar, the MR references it, shows interactive data, and guides them to an online portal for more info. Finally, physical visits are focused and data-driven. Mrs. know who's engaged, who's prescribed, and who has questions. Follow-ups are tailored, helping interpret results, providing dosage info, or connecting doctors with experts at conferences. The result? More doctors reached, lower costs, and higher quality interactions. Doctors feel respected, getting info how and when they want it. Misses become strategic partners, not just salespeople. Diaba Control succeeds not just for its efficacy, but for the intelligent, respectful way it's introduced. This is the power of Phygital engagement. The Phygital model is promising, but India's diversity brings challenges. The digital divide is real. Urban doctors have high-speed internet, but many rural doctors don't. For them, webinars and online portals aren't always feasible. A digital-only approach risks leaving many behind. Companies must keep a strong physical presence in less connected areas. Misses remain the vital link to new information there. The second challenge, screen fatigue. Even digitally savvy doctors are bombarded with emails and webinars. Too much generic content leads to disengagement. The solution? Quality over quantity. Personalized, relevant, concise content. CRM-driven insights help companies whisper valuable information, not shout marketing slogans. Success means balancing access and attention with empathy and skill. The future isn't digital or physical, it's both. Enter the Phygital professional, the Omnichannel Orchestrator. Today's MR blends scientific knowledge, people skills, and digital mastery. They use CRM data to understand each doctor and decide the next best action. An article, a virtual call, or a face-to-face meeting. They manage relationships across channels, not just deliver messages. This shift requires new training on analytics, digital marketing, and CRM tools. The goal, a field force as comfortable with dashboards as with doctor visits. For doctors, it means more relevant, convenient interactions. For companies, it means stronger relationships and better outcomes. For EMSs, it's a more dynamic, empowered career. By embracing Phygital, Pharma builds a smarter, more responsive bridge to healthcare professionals.